Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I wanted to do a little breakdown of the things that I use to teach my son his English and language arts. This is ranging from the curriculum that we use and then all the other little things we do to reinforce some of the English lessons. So as you can see here, I've got a range of things. I've included textbooks, little workbooks, our core curriculum, and then all the other reference books we use to help him learn. So I will take you through each thing bit by bit. And also, any background noise is my son. He's doing his maths. The first thing I will start with is our curriculum. So we're currently using the Good and the Beautiful, and we have started on level K. Prior to this, we were using Master Books level 1, language arts, but I found that it was quite simple. It was quite slow. Not slow, it was slow paced, and he needed more of a challenge. So we've moved on to the Good and the Beautiful. Now I've printed and I've bound these books by myself because their language arts course is actually free if you download it via PDF. Of course you pay if you buy it physically. But I liked the course because it combines, as you can see at the front, it combines phonics, writing, reading, grammar, punctuation, spelling, literature, geography, and art. Find all of that because I have not done much art, and we do some geography, but not art. So that was good. So I won't do like a big flip through or overview now, but I do like it because it gives you an overview of everything that you're going to need, and then it takes you through the lesson. They also have a homeschooling app that you can use, so, and a letter tile app. So sometimes, let me find a lesson that kind of tells you that. So sometimes it will refer to go to the letter tiles app and do some spelling. So we'll do some spelling there. So we started level K and we've been flying through it quite quickly. Because he's quite an advanced reader, there's some things that are really easy for him to do, but then there are also other things that are filling in the gaps in his knowledge from our previous curriculum, which was the Master Books one. So yeah, we've really been enjoying that. So that is the core element of English, and honestly, if I just did this alone, he would be fine. But of course, I do extend the lesson using everything else that we use. I thought I would include our handwriting curriculum here because we've been doing this since he was little, and I've gone through all the levels with the Good and the Beautiful as well. And I like it because it combines handwriting, but it also encourages like drawing, coloring in. Sometimes we do dot to dot, and sometimes they have to copy the picture exact. So that's part of our English as well, because it does include spelling, and sometimes he needs to write his name and things like that. Next thing to include is our school nest notebooks, which I really love. I've got them for all my subjects, but for English/language arts, we use this because it has the handwriting pages in it, and of course I can use it for spelling practice. As you can see, it even has the phonogram list at the front, and then it's all listed, so I just number and date it, and then we go column by column. And then I also have the primary copywork notebook, which is also good because, again, it has the handwriting pages, but then if I want to give him something to copy, I might write it up here at the top, and then he has all these spaces to copy it. So we use this a variety of ways. I combine this with these. Now, these are sentence dice. So what I get him to do, I get him to throw them, and then the sentence is formed, and then he copies the sentence into this book. Sometimes I might take one cube away, so I might take away maybe this one, which is an adjective one, and then he has to come up with it himself. Or sometimes I might take away the one that starts the sentence. As you can see, this is the one that starts the sentence because it's got a capital letter. So I might take that one away, and then he has to fill in the blank himself. So that's quite a nice way to get him to build sentences. So I really like that. And then I also have these story cubes. I think I got these from Tiger. I'll try and link as much as I can below. But this is fun as well because it's a bit more creative. He doesn't quite write with these, but he tells stories. So he would just throw the dice, and then through each dice, he'll start the story and carry on. And sometimes we do it together as a family as well. So that's quite nice. I also use these books, even though we have a core curriculum, which is this one. I always grab these, and these are from Pound Shop. These are only £1. So I get these just for him to fill out if maybe I just don't have the energy to take him through the core curriculum, or we've gone out, or we're doing something else. Then he would just work on these fun little workbooks, and these are quite good because they're detailed. They have lots of different games, and then I also use these Collins ones as well because, again, Same thing, they're detailed, lots of games, they're age appropriate. So I always have these handy. I've got loads of these. So I'm only showing 2 today. Reading, I opted for the Osborne My Reading Library. They have different sets of these, but I got this set. And what I liked about this, as you can see, this book's missing, is that you can start on this level, and then this is what it would look like inside. And as your child gets more confident in reading, the next set of books is immediately available. So then this gets a little bit more detailed, longer, the words get harder, and then the last one is this one, where of course much longer, more like almost like a chapter book, still has pictures, but it's wordier, so it takes more time to get through. So that's what I liked. I like that about the 3 stages. So we've been getting through this. This is actually, I've got 2 sets of these, so I brought out the nicer looking set because I've got 3 kids. I'm going to use them later. So yeah, we've been getting through this quite well. So these are quite good. But before I moved on to these, I was using the Oxford Readers and the Biff and Chip books, and these have been quite good. The last set of books I bought was level 3, so we don't actually use these anymore because now we use these. But these are really good starting from the very beginning, and again, as the levels go up, they get longer, they get used to the characters. And I had quite a few of these. I've given some away, so I've only got the 1 level 2 book. So we got through these quite quickly. So these are quite nice. The last thing to show are these, I'll call these reference books. So of course, we do use the Bible. He'll read from this, and I get him used to looking up the contents page and then going to the page, as it were. And the good thing about using the Bible as well is you've got chapters and verses. So sometimes we're practicing numbers as well, and also just general reading of the Bible. It is quite challenging, but it's good habit. So sometimes I just ask him to read a verse or 2. I'll tell him to turn to Leviticus chapter 18 verses, so he has to look for all of that. So it's quite good for reference. But of course, before this, and we still use this, the Early Reader's Bible, which is excellent if you've got a new reader but you want them reading the Bible themselves. It's quite good because it is for early readers. Even in the corner, it will tell you the words that might be challenging words to know. So here we've got God, world, sun, moon, stars, and it's a short read, and it's very colourful. And then at the end, there's something to ask, so it helps with, like, it's almost like narration, but just retelling the story in their own words. So it's quite good, and it takes them through the Old Testament and the New Testament. So I'll definitely recommend this for a new reader and you're trying to get them into the Bible. And lastly, I've got these 2 dictionaries. These are quite battered because we use them a lot. But again, same with the Bible. Look for the word. It begins with a P. How do we spell it? We find it. It tells them if it's a noun, an adjective. He really likes this, so he goes through it, and then even at the end, it's a bit battered, but at the end there's other reference things as well, so it's quite good. And then I bought this at a charity shop, which is an illustrated dictionary. So it's not, this has real pictures, this is just cartoons, but this, as you can see, the format is a little bit easier to read, so he likes both. So yes, so that contributes to his learning as well. When he asks me what something means, I encourage him to look it up himself. So he's now gotten into that habit. Nowadays, he sometimes might not even ask me. I hope you enjoyed that video. It's not everything that we use, but these are the core things that we use. Of course, sometimes if I need to, I'll print things out and I'll use whatever is around us. Of course, we always talk as well, and there's so many things that we do outside of book work, but these are the items that we rely on a lot. So yeah, most of the things that we use all live on my homeschool cart. I've got 2 of these. One is a more of an art trolley, but this is, look, there's a card there. This is the homeschool trolley. So obviously there's a lot missing because it's all on the table, but everything lives here. So maybe one day I'll do a little cart tour. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I will see you in our next one.